Hey guys, it is Robbie. Um, so I am finally 1 week on T. I know I didn't do a video for it for my first shot, so here it is.
Pretend your stomach is like a clock, and you would do one time right here, and then the next time right here, next time right here. But always make sure you're like 2 fingers away from the belly button.
Okay.
Never go like closer than that.
Okay.
So you're going to, I'll have you do it. So clean with the alcohol pad first. And then when you're ready, go ahead and keep on holding that. When you're ready, you're just going to, not at a 90-degree angle, but 45-degree angle. It'll just go all the way in. So you can practice a couple times with the top.
Okay. So
Just like that, yeah.
Okay.
And always make sure the opening is on top.
Okay.
So then, yeah, just pinch the skin that you sanitize. Whenever you're ready. All the way in. And push it out. Now, since it's a smaller needle, of course, the testosterone is so thick, so it's going to take a while to. You're not doing anything wrong here. It's just going to take a while to go all the way in your body.
And there you have it. So yeah, I did it myself. I'm doing weekly subcutaneous injections. I can post a picture of my little setup that I have. So this is going to be my voice comparison video. So this is my voice 1 week on testosterone. Yes, I'm really excited. I wanted to kind of go over everything I've been experiencing this week. So, trigger warning, I've had a lot of cramping and bleeding, and I found that kind of weird since I was, putting testosterone in my body, but I'm a part of a support group online for people who have already medically transitioned and pre-T as well, and a lot of the guys were saying that it is kind of normal because your body is taking in this testosterone and your body is trying to fight it by putting out more estrogen. And obviously it's not working because the testosterone is going to overpower it. But for now, I'm going to be having some cramping and bleeding and all that fun jazz. So, and another thing I wanted to talk about was how I started doing my medical transition. Basically, when I finally figured out I was going to be doing this, I started searching for a doctor, which was a little hard because I wanted to go to my normal doctor because I just like the people there. But I had called and I was like, hey, do you guys do hormone replacement therapy? And they were like, oh, what do you mean? And I was like, well, do you guys prescribe, can you guys do hormonal therapy with testosterone? And they were like, yeah, for men. So I was like, whoa, okay, alright. So that was the end of that from my old primary care office. Now I am going to Howard Brown Health Center. It is a really, really awesome place. They are very trans and like LGBTQ friendly, and they're just like really great. Everything went really smoothly. They do a informed consent, and like when to start T, you can either do it through a psychologist or you can do informed consent. I did informed consent because I already know that this is what I want, and I already know what are the changes that are going to happen. So I didn't feel like it was really necessary for me to go see a psychologist to tell me that, because I already know, and I've been doing my research for a few years already. My first appointment, I went in, I got blood work done. They actually were saying if I wanted to start that day, but I was like kind of in shock that they were like asking me if I wanted to do it already. I wasn't expecting it so soon, and I didn't really prepare myself mentally for that. So I was like, you know what, next time. After that appointment, it was like 2-3 weeks. No, it was like 3 or 4 weeks after that first appointment. I went back for another appointment. They were telling me like my blood tests were fine except for like some rheumatoid arthritis stuff, which I figured was already in my body. And so the doctor made me sign the consent form. Just went over it with me verbally just to make sure that I understood everything. And he gave me the prescription for my testosterone. And then I went over to their other location that was like maybe 10 minutes away. And they have their own Walgreens inside of the health center that is very, very competent. Like, these are really, really nice people. I have not had any bad experiences with them. They always help me try to figure out like the best thing possible. My insurance actually covered most of it. I'm on a low dose. I'm on 0.25 milliliters. So like half the dose of half of the normal dose. That's because I do sing and I do want to make sure my voice doesn't go into shock from the testosterone. I heard if you're on a lower dose that it might help ease your voice into the deeper range. So I figured that would be the best way for me to go. So yeah, I'm on 0.25 milliliters, a weekly subcutaneous injection, and my insurance paid more than half of it, I believe. For my little 10 milliliter bottle is going to last me 10 months, unless, you know, they up my dose. But for now, my 10 milliliter bottle is going to be lasting me 10 months. So, and I paid $40 for the needles and the tea. Not bad at all. I think that's really awesome. Also, I was going to say, if you don't have insurance, they do a sliding pay scale. So if your testosterone is like $80 without insurance, they'll base what you have to pay off of how much you make from your job. So you'd have to bring in like a pay stub. But yeah, this place is based out of Chicago. I think they have like 4 locations, and all of them are like pretty like scattered throughout Chicago. I don't think they have any like outside of Chicago really. But they're really awesome. Like, I couldn't recommend them more. Like, even if you're not transitioning and you're just wanting a nice doctor, like, I told my sister that she should go there because she's trying to get her birth control and she doesn't have good insurance. So like, her old doctor is trying to make her pay like hundreds of dollars for her birth control, whereas if she goes to the place I'm going to, they can do a pay scale and she'd probably be paying a lot less. So, if you're in the Chicago area, I would give them a look if you're thinking about transitioning, or even if you're just looking for another doctor. I can put their link down below. And another thing that I'm probably going to be doing soon is my consult for my top surgery. And I know that some people are like, well, isn't it a little soon? You just started T, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, the most dysphoric thing about myself, I feel, is my chest. I'm a 40 double D, triple D. And they're just, like, even with a binder, like, I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I have a binder on still, and they're still, like, pretty prominently there. And if I'm going to be transitioning, I'm really going to be wanting to pass. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, everything's a-okay. I'm ready to see some of the some of the other effects of testosterone, and hopefully you'll be with me all the way through. Alright guys, bye!